I feel like I'm playing cheerleader tonight for the Oakland Raiders. Vic from the Athletic said Gruden was going to talk, and he wasn't going to talk. I've heard him before say he tried Twitter, but he couldn't stand all the negativity, and he just quit it. A lot of Raiders fans are being negative right now, as if the Raiders have done so well picking in the first and second and third rounds, or whoever. You just limited to the first round for quite some time. Other than Khalil Mack, the Raiders have struck out for a long time in the first round. And everyone is hating on the pick. And I gotta say, I want to hear from John Gruden. I want to hear from him right now. I want to hear from Tom Cable. No, there's some Raider fans. We seem to be in the minority because, we're not as obnoxious, even though I can be obnoxious. Keep on pouring this beer down my throat, and it's going to get obnoxious. But we want to hear from our new coach, our old coach. We want to hear about Raider football. We want to hear about why you selected this guy. And you selected two guys tonight. The Raiders selected two guys tonight. You also got Martavis Bryant. We want to hear about that, John. Tom, don't shy away. Screw all these fans that's saying, like, you suck, you all need to be traded and crap like that. Nothing has been settled. Nothing has been settled at all. This guy's a local boy. Maybe he's a 49er fan, but he's a local kid. But he's a man. He's a man. And he doesn't deserve this. All this negativity. Hope he's got a chip on his shoulder. I hope you guys have a chip on your shoulder. But we want to hear from you. We were looking forward to you. I was just talking to my brother. My brother's he's not a Raider fan, and talking about Chucky, John Gruden's, his mannerisms, his entertaining style. And we want to hear from you. We want to hear longer than just like a little snippet. Don't be shy about this. Don't shy away from this pick. Colton Miller has been given an opportunity to compete. That's what you should talk about. He's been given an opportunity to compete for the tackle spots on the Oakland Raiders, which are up in the air in many ways because Donald Penn is hurt. He's 35 years old. The right side last year was inconsistent and problematic. And this guy's been brought in at a very high level in the draft to compete. And this is very important. It's very important. The Raiders just last year, signed Derek Carr to a huge contract. They just signed you, John Gruden, to a huge contract. This is a very important pick. As someone said, the first pick that John Gruden makes is going to be his statement pick. Well, make your statement, man. Don't shy away. Don't shy away. Raider fans and just anyone in the Raider fans, when the draft comes about, they get really passionate and they are over the top, all over the internet. It's why so many trash articles are written about the Raiders. It's just clickbait. But a lot of Raider fans are bandwagon fans, and they didn't just pick Jamarcus Russell. So let's get over that. And let's try to support our team. And we want to hear from you, John. We want to hear from you, Tom, with the offensive line coach. You've been brought back as well. Both of you are having a homecoming. Don't shy away from all the negativity right here. We want to hear from you right now. Not be able to get my words out straight, but I've been sitting there swilling beers waiting for the pick to come through, and it's like, what's going on? And then I see the Denver Broncos creating the Orange Crush again, minus the steroids or whatever, but they're creating the Orange Crush again, and Raider fans are like, oh, we need an Orange Crush too. We need a Black Crush or whatever. And you just cannot allow Derek Carr just to be thrown around like a rag doll. Anyone can say he's this and that or whatever, but I've heard what John thinks about him, and he's never had a quarterback this talented. Yeah, Rich Gannon, he was willing to push it and be a quarterback. Just be that quarterback. Think about, like, I always wanted the Raiders to get Dan Marino. I wanted them to draft him. I wanted them to trade for him. I remember it was a contract problems or whatever with Miami. I was like, I want him so bad. And he had an attitude problem. A lot of people had an attitude problem with the fact that he had an attitude problem. That he would yell at players and stuff like that and not be their friend all the time. And yeah, that was what Rich Gannon brought. But Rich Gannon, as far as arm talent, he had accuracy, but he didn't have incredible arm talent. Not even close. And some of the other quarterbacks, was it Brad Johnson in Tampa Bay? He was a gamer. I would call him a gamer. In the Super Bowl, whatever, he was a gamer. Raiders had many problems in that Super Bowl, like facing their old coach, like the center who went bipolar. But all that aside, this is a homecoming, and I want to hear from John Gruden. Now, you might even see this video. You're not going to respond to this video. I know that. Yes, it can be very tough. It can be very tough in the kitchen. Just read some of the comments I get for whatever reason. I mean, I could just antagonize people. I mean, I'm from a city that Al Davis was born in. I'm from Brockton, Massachusetts, and this is ball busting capital USA. It can be really rough here. It can be rough all over the internet. I mean, people say things, they make threats, they do all sorts of things, they accuse you of this and that. You might as well be all of this and that just to satisfy them. I mean, they're pretty much looking for their drug. I mean, they don't shoot up heroin or whatever, but they love confrontation. That's their drug. They just need to, get that confrontation going. Keyboard warriors. And I know you guys thinking, like, if that's the case, you're shying off this because you see so much negativity out there. Well, let's hear from you, so we can turn this around and be positive. Colton Miller. He sounds like a mature young man and one who's going to take his job very seriously. Remember, the Raiders were just removed from being one of the best teams in football. I hope Colton Miller realized that. I hope he realizes he's joining something that could be very great. But it all depends on him. Raider fans are dependent on you, Colton Miller. We're also dependent on you, John Gruden and Tom Cable. And I say 100 times, I want you to come out and react to this. This is big. This is big. This is your first pick. And preach it. Preach why you think this is the guy. Forget about the negativity. You're going to get the negativity. You go online, you're going to get negativity. People are basically, person types, they're typing their consciousness. It's not necessarily something they would say in person. I would say in person. I'm actually, you see, I express myself playing guitar and stuff through my hands, so I'm used to express myself through my hands, so my thoughts go through my hands. And so when I type, those are my thoughts. I don't pull any strings. I don't pull any punches. I just don't. I'm politically incorrect. I am not for everyone. And, it's not because I hate everyone. It's just I tell things how I feel. I believe in living emotional. I believe that is honesty and related to integrity. I don't think that some sort of false, like a facade of a human where they act a certain way and, restrict themselves here and there. No, I'm going to act emotional. I'm going to act like a dog. Dog is where the truth is at. And I'm going to be positive with this. And I know the Raiders were probably looking at the other offensive tackle, but the Patriots were looking at this guy. And come on, help me out, John. Help me out, Tom. Yeah, I can take it. I can take it. Trust me. This just rolls off me. I'm called a redneck every 5 seconds. Yes, I was working on my tan today, but I have long hair, so I can't be a redneck because I don't put my hair up in a bun. So, my neck is pretty white. So is my chest today. When I took off my shirt, it was wonderful. It was like in the mid 60s. Might have reached 67 or something. I don't know. The clouds. There was a lot of clouds, but yeah. I'm not from California. You sure have nice weather out there, but not compared to what we got out here, Northeast. But help me out, John. Help me out, Tom. Some of us are going to support you. And you know something? The only way we're going to be able to support you is if you reach out. This is a very important draft for the Raiders, and you just made your pick. And there could be many things involved with this pick, like Rod Woodson, where's Tonya Hardin to whack him off the knees, the coin flip, all that crap. It is what it is. You're going to pick who is available. You don't have control. Reggie McKenzie's already said this. It's true. Unless you pick number 1 overall, you don't have control. And there should be no crybabying about it. Tell us, what do you think of this guy? We want to hear from you more than a minute. We want to hear from you. Forget about all this crap you're seeing out there and all these bad ratings from Bucky Brooks. Who the hell even cares what he says? He is on the par of Shannon Sharp. Do you understand that? Do you understand there's people going up for bat for you? I want you to understand that. We are not going to sit there and take this lightly. There's people gonna come to bat for you. So come on, let's go. Let's hear from you.